Alright guys, a few things to get out of the way before this video starts is, first of all, we're almost at 500 subscribers, which is amazing, so I want to thank you guys so much for that, because it's been a goal that I never thought I'd ever get to, and it makes me feel more hopeful for getting closer to 1,000 by the end of the year. So anyway, we're about halfway through the year, not quite, and we have about half as many subscribers as my goal is of 1,000, so we're getting really close. Anyway, what I wanted to say is some very bad things are happening in the world right now, and it's very, very rough, and I don't want to try and bring politics too much into this because obviously we all have different opinions and we're all entitled to our own opinions and beliefs, but you know, I think we should just try and keep it out of the leopard gecko hobby as much as we can and just appreciate, you know, what we have in our animals, and that our animals are just amazing and kind of keep us getting through things, because you know, some very, very bad things and very stressful things are happening to a lot of people out there, and it's scary, and it's kind of mind-blowing, really, what's going on in the world right now. Well, United States. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to show you guys some hatchlings today because they keep hatching like crazy. I have 10 now, and I just wanted to show you them and just hopefully make your day a little bit better. And because definitely the geckos keep me happy and keep me not worried about everything else going on in the world and all the horrible things that we have. I just like to shed some light on the good things we have. So anyway, we got 10 hatchling leopard geckos now, and I'm going to show you them in this video, update you on all of them, on the ones I showed last time, and show you some of the new ones, but let's get right to it. Alright, so I decided I'm going to clean some of the geckos before the video starts because some of them, like these younger ones down here, don't need to be cleaned yet, but some of the older ones that have been around for a couple of weeks could definitely be cleaned by now. Not that I haven't cleaned them before, but it's probably been like 3 or 4 days since I cleaned them last, so I'm just going to clean them really quick, and then I'll show you the hatchlings. So that took about 5 minutes, actually a little bit less than 5 minutes. It took a total of about 4 minutes to do, and I cleaned 5 of them. So it just goes to show you that the hatchling leopard geckos don't need that much maintenance, really. For one tub, it's probably about 45 seconds per each one. It's super easy to do, all of them. And you know, even if this whole thing is full, all 18 of them, it takes less than 15 minutes to clean every single one of them, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I only needed to clean 5 because the other ones are still pretty young. So 5 of them are, let's see. 5 of them are just about 2 weeks old, and the other ones are a week or younger. So anyway, let's get back to updating you guys on these ones, and then we're going to show you the new ones that have been hatching recently. So let's get going. Alright, so this is one that I didn't show in the last video. This little clown here got a little bit of a late start to her life, pretty much. She's the oldest one, but she's still a lot smaller than the rest of them, and she's just a slow grower. I pretty much had to hand feed her most of the time. She doesn't really eat out of her bowl, but you know, she's still growing. She was a whole lot smaller when she first hatched, but she's looking a whole lot better, and yeah, I'm just very excited with how she's doing. She's going to be a pet only, of course, because she's just a little bit slower of a grower than the other ones. So there's her, and then there's this one, which is beautiful. This is the oldest Clown Inferno cross we have. And this one is just absolutely magnificent. You can see its colors are just out of this world. It's got plenty of different colors on there, and as it gets older, the spots just really start coming in on her tail, as you can see, and her hair tail's growing too. And you know, a camera can only do a gecko so much justice. I believe a gecko in person will almost always be better than a video or photo of a gecko, because it just works out that way, unless you edit your photos. But she's one incredible leopard gecko. I'm debating on holding her back. If not, she'll probably go to one of my friends who showed some interest in her. So this one is an uncrossed clown, so just a clown to clown pairing from this one. But she's beautiful. She's got some cool yellows and it's a little bit hard to see, but she's gonna have some more of that orange coming into her body. Yeah, she's just magnificent. If you can see right there, her carrot tail is gonna start growing as she gets a little bit older, and her head pattern is just very unique. It's something that I've never really seen before anywhere, so I think that's pretty cool that her head is very different. But you can also see there's some more orange that's going to be coming in on her back. There's kind of different layers of yellowish orange that are going to be coming in as she grows older, which is really cool. I'm so excited to see how these clowns develop, really. You know, they're my favorite morph, and for me to actually be producing so many of them is pretty cool. So, and then her sister that hatched on the same day as her. This is probably one of the nicer ones. Well, they're all pretty nice, but this is probably, she's showing the most green at this young of an age. And also you might notice that she's got a little banded nose. She looks a lot like a bandit. See right there on her nose? She's got that little tiny thing right in front of her nose. Her greens are gonna start to come in a little bit more as she ages. And she's got a really interesting head pattern as well. Same thing going on there. Some weird little dots, really cool colors, but the cameras can't pick up the green too well, but she's got a nice green going on the side of her body. It's too bad she's not really a true jungle pattern. She's kind of got like a dorsal stripe going on there, some kind of side stripes, but you know, she's still an absolutely beautiful gecko. So we're gonna move on to her brother, who was also born on the same day as you guys saw in the last video, the trio. But he's a banded clown, which is pretty cool. I might let him go, I might keep him, I'm not sure, but he just looks great. He changes in darkness all the time. The other day he was really light. Those dark grays on his back were very light gray, and he was just looking beautiful. Not to say that it doesn't look beautiful now. I mean, his whites are just popping on his neck too, and his head. So should I hold this one back? Should I keep this? Whatever it is, you know, they're all really exciting to look at, and you know, they're just very nice animals that I'm happy with. Okay, so I think this one is, yes, this is an uncrossed clown as well. So Clown G to Clown G. This one's a little bit younger, but you can see it's very dark. It's got very dark colors on her, and she's pretty darn cool. She's a little bit jumpy, but her colors are just wonderful. I can't wait to see the variety that comes in as she gets a little bit older. And she's got a really cool pattern too there. Whoa, she's got a circle on her back too. You know, I'm excited to see how this one goes, how this one turns out as well. Can't keep all of them, which is too bad. I really would if I had enough space for them, but now that I'm breeding my own mealworms, all I need is racks, because I don't need to worry about the food anymore. Here's her sister. I believe they hatched about a day apart, so she's magnificent too. She's kind of got those same black stripes going on the side of her back, and the one yellow stripe down her back. It's kind of disconnected. She's very pretty. Her head is solid black, pretty much, brownish too, if you want to call it that. But anyway, as she gets a little bit older, probably gonna see more head pattern in there. She's just as jumpy as her sister is, so I'm gonna try not to squish her with this little hide box. But yeah. Okay. Now, this one is very cool looking because her black is already fading out. So even though she's less than a week old, her black is already looking kind of brownish and turning, and that brown is gonna probably turn more orange as she develops. But the other one that you guys just saw that are a little bit older than this one, that one had more black to her, and this one already has more brown to her and already more colors coming in. So it's gonna be a really cool combination to see, you know, how it works as they develop. And she's got a nice tail pattern too. You just really can't get enough of these guys. They're so energetic. I don't want to squish you. It's okay, it's only a styrofoam hide. This is her sister. And you can see here, what I was just talking about, the browns. She doesn't look like she has any black on her at all. All this brown is just kind of like a lavenderish color. She's quite a looker. I mean, her colors are really cool, and her pattern is very interesting as well. I just can't wait to see what she looks like as an adult, or at 25-30 grams when the geckos look the best. Alright, now, the first albino hatched last night. And this one is so cute and so pink. I had to name it Patrick, just like Patrick from SpongeBob, because she's just too pink not to give some kind of pink name. Or I could name her Pinky or something like that, but Patrick just kind of stuck, even though it's a female, but oh well, who cares. But she's very slow just because of the light. She's albino, and I haven't even seen her eyes yet because she's pretty hesitant to open them, but she just looks so pretty, and she's got she's completely patternless as of now, as it looks. The ones that I hatched out last year from the same exact pairing didn't actually have this little pattern when they were born. Some of them were banded, or some of them had little stripes when they were born. But this is really the first patternless raptor I've ever hatched, so I'm very excited to see how she turns out. I was kind of considering being done with albinos this season, but now after seeing this little hatchling, it could have turned a new page, so I'm pretty excited for her. There's just so much excitement going on this season. We still have almost 30 eggs left. Got about 22 left, and then we already have 10 hatchlings, so it's going to be great to see where this goes. Anyway, that's all it's going to be today for all the hatchlings. So now you guys have just seen all of my hatchling leopard geckos so far as of June 5th. I don't know if I'll be uploading this video today or tomorrow, or maybe it could be next week, who knows. But anyway, just want to thank you guys so much for getting close to 500. I'm probably going to hit 500 subscribers after this video, and then our next goal is going to be 1,000. We just got to double what we're at. And yeah, I'd love to update you guys once more of them hatch. See how these ones are growing out. Also, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite one. Just give them a number, I guess 1 through 10, because it's the order. So if you say 5, I'll know that it's this one, or you say 10, I know it's that one. Being almost at 500 subscribers has absolutely blown me away. When we hit 100, I was surprised, and you know, I kind of almost dreamed of hitting 500. You know, it might not be a whatever number for someone. There's probably plenty of YouTubers who get 500 subscribers every hour or every day. But you know, for someone like me who's just been working towards my dream and working as hard as I can for the geckos and my passion with reptiles, especially in this hobby, you know, you can just keep working hard for what you believe in, and keep working hard for what makes you happy, because it will pay off, and it's a wonderful journey. So I hope you guys don't mind the little motivational talk before we end this video, but thank you guys so much. I hope you guys find something to do that will calm your nerves and relax you, and just kind of get your head out off these stressful times that we're in right now. Read a book, go on a walk, do something that calms you down or that makes you feel happy, because the geckos are my source of happiness for now. And yeah, well, yeah, thank you guys so much. Well, I'll see you guys next video.